Seen ghosts. Seen ghosts. Seen ghosts. Seen ghosts. Seen ghosts. Enough is enough!
Let's talk about a guy who went from being the chosen one to seeing ghosts to suddenly being a key player in one of the wildest career turnarounds we've seen in years. He was supposed to be the Jet savior, then he became a punchline. Then he was left for dead in Carolina. So how did Sam Darnold go from NFL outcast to redemption arc? Well, let's break it all down. Let's rewind the clock back to 2016. Sam Darnold steps onto the field for USC, and this dude is balling. By 2017, he's leading USC to a Rose Bowl win, making throws that had the NFL scouts drooling. The guy had it all: arm talent, mobility, that it factor. Sure, he had a few turnover issues, but hey, that's part of being aggressive, right? Come 2018, the NFL draft is loaded with quarterback talent. You got Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Josh Rosen.
Who?
Yeah, remember him? But a lot of folks thought Darnold was the guy, the chosen one, the safe pick. The New York Jets agreed, taking him third overall. The city of New York had a new QB to believe in, and well, we all know how that usually goes. Let's be real. The Jets have a history of ruining quarterbacks. I mean, they act like that's their full-time job instead of winning, playoff games and championships. Well, Darnold walks into an absolute mess. His rookie year, yeah, it had a few flashy moments, a few wins, but nothing crazy. But year two, that's when things started getting a little wild. First, he gets mono. Yeah, I said that, mono. Like, who's even getting mono nowadays? I mean, no judgment.
They also screwed you with the mono graphic.
Yeah,
that
was kind of funny.
That was it was very
that
funny.
was pretty funny.
But it was like they basically were like, "Here's a meme for the internet."
I was like the sickest I've ever been. Like on my deathbed, it felt like. Obviously, I wasn't, but I was laying in bed watching the game, and that comes up. Ding, 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 ding. Like my phone just blew up. All my friends just like all caps. Ha 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 ha. I remember actually doing that. It was like that.
We do it to the camera, yeah.
There we go.
And dude, and then that's gonna be a meme now, which is great. No, but I remember when I did that stupid thing, whatever it was, OTAs or training camp. I was like, this is gonna be used, whatever reason this is gonna be used for. It's not gonna be. Like, no good is going to come out of this for me.
So he misses a few games, and when he comes back, he delivers one of the most infamous mic'd up moments in NFL history. I'm seeing ghosts. You don't believe me? Check it out for yourself.
Seen ghosts.
ESPN caught that seeing ghosts comments. How do you feel about that? What were you thinking then? What can you share about that?
Yeah, I think for me, I just gotta, just when I talk to the coaches, I just gotta be, straight up. And, for me, I just got to see the field a lot better.
One point on the ESPN broadcast, I felt like you were seeing ghosts out there.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's the boogeyman. It's real. You talking about the continuity of your defense where up front you guys put Sorry. He really said that?
Yeah. Really did. Well, how were you guys able to rattle him for him to see ghosts?
That's crazy for him to say that. That makes it real, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I can't believe he said that.
Turned out Sam Darnold was Mike tonight, and we heard him say on the bench, "I'm seeing ghosts."
Really?
Really? How does that make you feel?
Humbling. Very humbling. It feels good, man. Obviously, it's just something that we do in the outside linebacker room or whatever. But obviously, whenever you can have fun with something like that and continue to build on it or whatever, it's cool. But I think that's pretty dope, actually.
I mean, it's not exactly the quote you want attached to your career. Am I lying? And then there's Adam Gase.
What the hell?
Oh boy, Adam Gase.
Why do you think that Jets players should be excited about their new head coach?
You take a guy like Adam who has the experience only with quarterbacks until he got his head coaching job. So he's a quarterback guru, if I would lead to it. I believe that if he can take Sam Darnold and do what those guys have done with rookie quarterbacks and be his play caller, I think there's only an upside to the whole team.
The supposed quarterback whisperer, who actually ended up being more of a quarterback silencer. Under his leadership, Darnold looked lost.
Put this ball in the end zone. Okay?
We get the ball in the second half.
That's right.
Okay? So listen, we got to reset right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I got you.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
All right? Just trust yourself.
The Jet offense was lifeless. The team was going nowhere.
So he's not happy with the inability to convert.
Before you know it, they hit the reset button. A new coach and a shiny toy in Zach Wilson.
Where your mom, man?
And what about Darnold, you ask? Well, kicked to the curb. And sent to, drumroll, the Carolina Panthers. When Darnold landed in Carolina, it actually seemed promising. A fresh start, he's reuniting with his old buddy Robbie Anderson, a solid defense, and that bad man Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. And guess what? The Panthers started out with a 3-0 record. You got Sam Darnold making plays, running for touchdowns.
Darnold, his 6th career rushing touchdown.
And people start whispering, wait a minute, was it really just the Jets' fault? And then reality hit.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
McCaffrey got hurt. The O-line collapsed. And Darnold started seeing those ghosts again. Started looking like the Jets version of himself. The turnovers came back. The decision-making got worse. And by the end of the year, he's benched.
There, why don't you have a seat right over there?
Again. He came back, but he was benched. The Panthers went full desperation mode, bringing in Baker Mayfield the next season. Darnold sitting on the bench, looking like another what could have been story. And to be honest, Baker Mayfield wasn't much of an upgrade. And by week 13, Carolina Panthers were already through with him, ended up waiving him that Monday. Now this gave the opportunity back to Sam Darnold to start in week 14. But the Carolina Panthers, who were 4-8 at this time, were already looking at their future in the draft. At this point, it seemed like his days as a starter were over. But then, enter in Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, there's one coach who can revive a quarterback's career. It's got to be this guy. Darnold signs a 1-year deal as a backup to Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. And suddenly, he's surrounded by something he never had before. Competent coaching, a real system, weapons, protection. You know the stuff a quarterback actually needs to succeed?
Oh my God! Wow!
He doesn't play much in 2023, but behind the scenes, he's learning, he's developing. You know, the type of things you can do when you have a competent coaching staff. Something interesting happens. Teams around the league start paying attention. Because when you get a year under Shanahan, your stock tends to rise. Just ask Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I call him porn star Jimmy.
Fast forward to 2024, free agency hits, and boom, Darnold signs with the Minnesota Vikings. And for the first time in a long time, he has a legitimate shot to be a starter again. Kirk Cousins is gone. They draft a rookie as quarterback. The Vikings have an elite wide receiver in Justin Jefferson, a strong offensive system, and a team that's being competitive. This is finally his moment. And as most of us know, Sam Darnold didn't just take this opportunity, he ran with it. In the 2024 season, Darnold has finally shown why he was a top 3 pick. With Kevin O'Connell tailoring the offense to his strength, he was thriving. Through 17 games, he put up a career best numbers, over 4,000 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, and only 10 interceptions. That's right. The turnover-prone quarterback has finally found stability and, most importantly, confidence. The connection with Justin Jefferson was electric, with the star wideout racking up another All-Pro season. And let's not forget about the rookie sensation in Jordan Addison and a solid run game that's taken the pressure off Darnold. The Vikings' offense has been one of the most efficient in the league, and their defense has been ferocious. The result? A playoff berth. That's right. After a roller coaster career, Sam Darnold finally led a team into the postseason. The Vikings secured a wild card spot. Even though they didn't go any further, it was a hard-fought postseason. And at the end, Darnold found himself testing free agency once again. But this time, he's the hot commodity, and Seattle won the sweepstakes. He lands with the Seattle Seahawks, signing a multi-year deal to become their franchise quarterback. A 3-year, $100.5 million contract.
I'm just excited to be here. Excited to, get to know this organization. So excited to meet my teammates. I've met a couple of the new ones already. D-Law, Josh. Just very, very excited to get to meet everyone.
Now, this situation in Seattle isn't perfect. What? Star wide receiver DK Metcalf just got traded to the Steelers, and veteran Tyler Lockett was released, leaving the receiving core in transition. But all is not lost. Seattle still has Jackson Smith, a rising star who's expected to take on a bigger role. But most importantly, Darnold now has the reins to a franchise, a fresh start, and a chance to prove that his 2024 resurgence wasn't a fluke. Now the only question is, can he finally cement himself as a true long-term starter? One thing's for sure, Sam Darnold's story is far from over.